A little bit about my work here. I do a lot of primary, of course, hip and knee replacement surgery. The patient in India is quite unique in the sense that we have a lot of young patients who have hip problems, and many of my joint replacement patients for hip surgery are in their 30s, which is exactly the opposite in the UK, because over there many people suffer from arthritis of the hip and they come much later in life. Here the problems in the hip are unique. Many of them are youngsters who have either avascular necrosis of the hip or ankylosing spondylitis. Moving on to the knee, osteoarthritis of the knee is very common in India. Many of them are women, and they tend to be a little bit on the obese side, and suffer tremendously from knee pain and tend to slow down later in life. The introduction of joint replacement surgery in women has really improved their lifestyle. I'm proud to say that we've been doing knee replacement surgery at Udai Omni Hospital for over 15 years, and now we've also introduced what we call tailor-made surgery, where I do both total knee replacements and partial knee replacements depending upon the patient's need. What is unique to our hospital is not only world-class joint replacement surgery, but also world-class pain control, which allows the patient to get up and start walking within 3 to 4 hours of surgery, and they go home within 2 to 3 days of surgery. This is what we call rapid recovery protocol, and anesthetists in our hospital have really helped us in achieving this. What we use here as implants are really world-class implants made, many of them in the US, but also German implants. We use a lot of titanium products, also ceramic products in hip surgery, and these have very long lifespan, and many of them have data going back 20 years. We expect most joint replacements to last more than 20 years, and I certainly hope that many of my patients will have just one surgery in their lifetime. Implants are also now being made in India, and many of them have a basic design which is world class, but they are actually finished in India and boxed in India. And we occasionally use these implants in people who cannot afford imported implants. Overall, we are progressing towards a hospital that is going to be one of the world's leading centers for joint replacement surgery, one of the world's leading centers for training in joint replacement surgery, and ultimately we are here to serve the patient, and as my father, Dr. Prakash, says, in patient's happiness lies our happiness. One of the other areas that I specialize in is revision joint replacement surgery. As many of you may know, that knee and hip replacements and other joint replacements have a lifespan. Many of them do wear out eventually, and if the patient outlives their implant, then sometimes they come in for revision joint replacement surgery. This is where we remove the old implant and put a new one. Unfortunately, in India, the revision rate is slightly higher because there are many surgeries that are going on in hospitals which don't have enough experience, and many patients do suffer the after effects of such surgeries. And I see a lot of these patients who come here for a second opinion. Unfortunately, many of them do need revision surgery, but because the revision surgery is expensive, many of them are unable to afford it. I certainly wish that in the future, as surgeons get more and more trained, the rate of revision surgery will come down. We also specialize in doing very complex hip and knee surgeries where the anatomy may be deformed, or the patients would have had previous surgery elsewhere, or the patients would have had trauma or broken bones around their joints. We take pride in doing complex surgery. We take pride in doing salvage surgery, where patients who come in a wheelchair are able to walk again and enjoy life again.